Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fluid Crafter. This is Dora and this is, can we guess? This is Aryia. This is the kitty I was telling you guys about. She's been waiting to craft all day. So let's get crafting. Okay, say bye-bye. Alrighty guys, so this video I made a tag earlier and it came out super well. And so I wanted to kind of show you really quick. Now I'm not sure where I'm going to be placing it at yet, but I'm not, but I wanted to create something different, you know, to kind of give different videos and not the same old thing. So this is the pocket. It's a 2-pocket and it holds tags and things, and so I just did some vintage German hymnal music on the background with some Tim Holtz ephemera pieces and a little butterfly cutout with some numbers from a poetry at the beginning where it tells you the contents. It's got the number pages, and then I just sewed on some lace and a little bit of fabric. And then I put a little bulb pin with a little owl on there. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let's see. And of course, you know, I am on the table that the light is just retarded, but that's okay. But inside is this little envelope, and it opens up in the back, and there's 2 little tickets that I made. And then we've got 2 tags. So we've got a little one with a little journaling space on the back. And then this one here also. Now these are from my mind's eye. And I know that this one looks a little weird. But, you know, I didn't want to cover up, you know, this beautiful woman. I just did not want to cover her up. And so, but I wanted a tag that would fit in here without doing that. So I did that, and of course, you know, I would write on the back. Move that out of the way. And then in between the back and this music sheet here is another little tuck area, another little pocket. And then the envelope just slides right in there, either in front or behind. And I just made this out of book pages. Really simple to do, so I just kind of wanted to do that with you guys today, if that's all right. And I will just put this back in here in a random spot right now, since we are working in this altered book. I do want that to be one of the tags, or one of the floating envelope pocket things, whatever they're called. So I thought that since I have all of these book pages, we would do maybe, let's see if I can get that to focus a little bit. Maybe do some bookmarks that will kind of maybe go in there. And now we can cut these down to size, of course. And then some little triangle areas that I really like doing. And now this is just kind of like how you start off making an airplane. And then you just fold it up, and then you tuck this behind, and then that becomes a little tuck area, and then you tuck behind. So you've got the tuck behind and then over here. So I put 2 of those together that we might be able to do. And now these 2 here are the partial. So I was thinking maybe we could put a little pocket here. And then these, of course, and I can't remember who started these, but I actually watched these on Gail. I'm going to attempt her last name. Agostinelli, I think is her last name. She's on YouTube. Check her out. She does these little flips that flip open like this. So I did a couple of those. Maybe we can work on those. And now these here are just flipped all the way up, full pages. And so I thought maybe we could turn them sideways. These are out of the poetry book, the literature book that I'm actually using as a altered book. I thought, why not put the pages back in there, right? And so I thought maybe we could do either like a little cross pocket or a front pocket, multi-pocket. And then these here are for floaters. And these are just folded over sideways. You measure your page, of course. And then you just glue down these little sides, and then you have a little tuck area. And then what you do is you either sew or washi or however you want to do the side, and then it becomes a fold out little tuck area if you wanted to do something like that. And I'm not sure if I'm staying in frame. I apologize if I'm not. So, and you can see her right here. She just loves to craft with me. I don't know, can you see her in the little corner? She sits on my lap and she watches everything I do, and she's been really good about not jumping up and getting into my stuff for the most part, but she will occasionally. And I thought it would be something to cheer me up and maybe cheer you guys up to see her come in here and craft with us. So, okay, are you ready? Let's get started with something. I was thinking, let's do one of these cross pockets here. So we could kind of, I could kind of show you guys exactly what I'm doing. And let me put those up there just in case she grabs them. She ain't gonna get hurt with them. If it's the paper she grabs or something, you know, that's okay. I don't mind. So anyways, so the first thing we're going to do is, because we are going to make this look vintage, is we are going to ink up these edges. That's going to, the parts that's going to be seen here. And she's already on the table sniffing and laying down, and that's just what she does. She just comes in here and lays with me. For the most part, I normally kick her out when I'm doing my videos. But I thought, you know, I've been in this mood lately, and I just really, I needed her in here with me today. So I hope you guys don't mind. So we just inked up this side and this side, and now this is going to be folded up. So you want to ink up this and this top piece here. And then this side where it folds over, like so. And you can always probably just tuck it under like that if you didn't want to tuck it around. I think it just kind of gives it more stability when it's tucked over, kind of thickens the paper up a little bit. And then of course we're going to ink the bottom. Okay, and then of course you can rub over it if you wanted to. I'm not in frame, I'm sorry. You can rub over it if you wanted to, or do a little bit more. That's totally up to you. Okay, and so then we just want to glue down, or you can sew it down. I might sew it, I'm not sure, but I think for this video right now, because I don't want to kick on the sewing machine, is I am going to just glue these down. And she's laying over here right next to me. I wish you guys could see her. She is such a doll. Aren't you, honey? You know what? I'm gonna attempt to see if I can move the camera just so you can see where she lays at. So I'm gonna show you. See how she is laying right there on the paper? Okay, and then we'll come back. Okay, let me make sure I'm still in frame. Okay, yes. Okay, so yes, that's what she does. She comes up on the table. She lays with me when I allow her to. And like I said, you know, these past couple of days, I've really enjoyed her company. So anyways, we're just going to put a little thin line right here just to hold it down like that. And then we're going to glue just this little edge here. Oop, sorry, ma'am. I think I got glue on your tail. Like that. And then we're going to I wonder if we do something like this and just glue that portion, if it'll give it a, no, I don't think it'll matter. Okay, so anyways, and then you just want to glue this to the back. And you can use this as a floating or one that you actually glue in. And like I said, you can measure it to the page. This one is, these corner ones are actually going to go into my big chunky journal. So, I mean, these work really well in there. They fit perfectly. So I won't have to alter these. So then, and I forgot to decorate the inside of that. Look at that. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I even do it when I'm not on camera, but that's okay. But I try to remember to do that beforehand, and I didn't do it, but that's okay. So I found my vintage German hymnal book from 1876. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I can't read anything in here. Don't know what any of it says. Don't read German. So, but anyways, I mean, and you can see the disc. I'm not sure if you guys can see the color of that paper. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm loving this book. Okay, so anyways, then I found some of my vintage photos that that I got off of the oh, what's the name of it? The Library of Congress, which is free, copyright free images and advertisements and stuff that they post up, and they kind of restore a little bit for magazines and stuff like that. And so I think it's wonderful. I think these are so great. So I really wanted to use a couple of these, but the ones that I have here, other than her, I think are going to be too big. See, and I want that whole image. I don't want to have to cut it off. I have some other ones over here from that book. So let's see if any of these work in here. Well, that tree might be nice back there, but I'm not going to be able to get the whole thing. All right. And then, of course, in that book is this little silk advertisement from 1838, which I may do as like a little ticket thing, you know, like a little ticket tuck. Okay, so we need to decorate it. Maybe butterflies, because that would go well. Let's see how that would look if it was cut off. Right? Dora, you just cut everything off. Well, that wouldn't look so bad. And then I could bring this down on the bottom to have it connect. I don't want to go all the way to the edge. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Before I do that, I so had some more of that piano. Here, we'll just grab another one if we can't find it. I've got stuff. Oh, there's some right there. Let's use that first. Yes. I'm trying to use up my scraps, and I've got a pile of scraps over here before I grab anything else. So this goes this way. So let me just measure this really quick. Do a quick eyeball measurement down. that. And because this paper is so brittle, it tears so easily. All right, maybe, right? Maybe, maybe. There we go. Okay. There we go. What was I doing? This side? Yeah. So I'm going to tuck that down in there like that. No, I wasn't tucking that part down. I was putting it up there somehow. Yeah. Or I could. No, because here, let's take a little bit off this side over here so I can pull it up a little bit. See how that works? Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, now let's just ink up a little bit of this. This paper is actually surprisingly pretty thick, although it is very delicate. It's not super hard to ink. Now my dictionary pages, those take patience. Okay, so got that. That goes that way. Okay, yes, let me put this back on the top so it doesn't dry out. Grab our glue stick. She's just over here snoozing away. All stretched out. I don't know if you can see her legs hanging half off over here. Okay. So now we'll just do that as even as we can. Yeah, that looks good. And then we can actually do that. Actually, you know what? We could just go straight across there. I'd hate to do that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I'm going to put this down here so it will still sort of blend, if that makes sense. Okay, so now let's just get these straight edges off. And I'm not taking very much off of here at all, just very little. And I'm going to say it again, I wish I had one of those tier rulers. That would be amazing. I see a bunch of people using them. I actually think Shabby Dabby Doodah's got one. I think Gail's got one. I'm not sure who else has them. There was another lady I was watching with the doing a junk journal for the first time too. She has them, and so I was eyeballing Tuesday morning, and they don't have any. They had them before, but I didn't know if they would be worth it or not, you know, so I didn't, of course, I didn't pick any of them up, but that's okay. And I did not stain the edges again, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm going to just fold that right on over. Okay. There's that. We're just gonna, you know, I don't even know why I stained that edge if I'm gonna be just going right over it, but that's okay. I'll just do like this. Just give it a quick. There we go. Okay, now I have to stain this one. I can't go without it. Okay, so there is the tip. Okay. Now we're just going to do the same thing with this one. We're just going to barely take any off the side. I know this takes a while, and I'm sorry. But I just kind of wanted to take you guys through. Actually, I'm not going to do the bottom because I'm going to have to cut some of that off. I just kind of wanted to take you guys through my process, thinking process, let other journalers know out there that sometimes we all get stuck, you know. Sometimes we all need a little inspiration. Ooh, that's going to look great, and it's going to have a pocket. Look at that. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Okay, so then I need to just take off a little bit off the bottom. Well, I'll probably take a little bit more than just a little bit, but you get the idea. I don't want it to be too terribly straight across. Okay, yep. Yep. Let's do it. You know, and yesterday I want to thank you guys, those that sent me messages and little notes and stuff. You know, I really appreciate all of your kind words to me. You know, I've just kind of been in a funk lately, a mood, and not a bad mood, but just feeling not really inspired a whole lot, and kind of feel like, you know, just a little down in it. And I did not ink that either. Huh. Imagine that for just a moment, right? But I did not ink that. Yeah. Well, this side just kind of blends in, but that's all right. We're just gonna go over it right now, and this side will be covered, so I'm not worried about that. So let's just kind of go over the tip here. Yeah, I think that's good. Make sure there's no overhang of glue right there. Okay, so I think that looks pretty cool. So it blends in, even though there's a pocket. Yeah, okay. So then, since there's music there, I do want to put music here. And I'm just going to fold that right over, but I will not forget to ink it this time. I'm not sure how much of this is actually going to get shown, so we'll just go to here to be safe. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Like that. And see, if I would have decorated the inside first, then you wouldn't be able to see those letters down there, or the wording. So for the newbies or the people that are following me, don't do what I do. You know, slow down a little bit and really think that through. But you know, it's all fun. It's learning, and I enjoy it. So let me make sure I get this lined up properly where I wanted it. Okay, there we go. Let me get my little tool here just to make sure that edge is down. Okay. Looking good so far. Just move that over a little bit. Okay, so now we want to decorate it, maybe just kind of give it a couple of little accents. And we've got butterflies already, so I was thinking maybe a flower or something, but I don't think I have. Well, there's one with a butterfly, but we already got butterflies. Maybe some random coloring. No. Nope, nope, nope. I've got some. Oh. Yeah, let's do this. It's silkworm, so why not, right? All right, so let me just tear these edges. And these pages tear really easy too. I wish this little image was a lot bigger. I've tried to scan photos and resize them, and they always come out so blurry when I try to do them bigger. So I don't have that down yet. I'm not sure how to do that and not make them blurry. At least when they print. On the computer they look great, but then they print and they're just kind of, you know, blurry. Yes, that's going to look great. And I am actually going to put a little on the top here. Not a lot, just a little bit, just to kind of blend it in. Okay. Oh yes, look at that. And I actually might only put down a little corner here so it can be a tuck area. I think that would be good. Let me get my liquid. You see her little tail. Oh, she cracks me up. Yeah. Okay, wait. Let's see. We want it to go like that. Right? So it would be that side over there. And just a little right there on the corner. Not too much. Alright, so let's see. I think maybe we should do it like this. Yeah, right there. Yeah, I like that. Well, let's test it. Can you tuck? Yes, you can. I always test mine because, you know, sometimes I do this and you can't tuck anything behind it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work out like that. So I'm just going to, because, you know, paper likes to roll, so we're just going to try to roll that back a little bit. Okay. As it's drying, so it'll dry flat. Okay, so now I'm not sure what else to do to it, but I do want to make something that will tuck in here. And let me see if I have any leftovers. I do. Well, that'll tuck right in there. Kind of like a long tag. I like that. I'm going the wrong way. I know. Kind of like almost like the bookmarks that that I pulled out to make. And this one has the roses and the journaling on the back of the tag that I did earlier. So this is just a scrap from that, and we can definitely use that. Absolutely. All right, let's get this inked up. And I like doing things that are, you know, simple, not too complicated. Sometimes I'll do things and then I'll go back and I'll say, okay, that doesn't have enough on it, or I feel a little different, you know, whatever mood strikes me. But I think, well, let me do the back side too. And I'm thinking about it since it's going to be a journaling tag. Get white off of there. And also, I wanted to show you guys, my sister was asking me how I did it, and so I was showing her. But look at that. Simple. Just simple. And you can glue it down right onto your corner page. And you can always snip these edges off or tear them off to kind of make it, you know, to fit or whatever. Or you could decorate the back and have it as a floater and move it around anywhere that you want it to move it around to. Okay, so there's that one. Yay. Now let's do a different one. I need to, like I said, I'm trying to use up these scraps. So let's do one of these half. And now what I was thinking about for this was also, sorry meow, I gotta get a piece of paper. Okay. These actually have ballads and poems on them, right? So I was thinking, because this is going to be a 3-pocket, it's going to have a top and then it'll have a small one here. These I do like to stitch, but I like to have them all set out beforehand. Let me put the lid back on these before they dry up. I left my glue out last night and one of them completely dried up. It's been so hot here. Today it's like 100 degrees. Whew. So, yeah, so this here will be the top. And I'm thinking about maybe making a, yeah, punch this, you know, like they do, like a, I'm not sure what they call it, just so you can get into the pocket easier. And then I was thinking about taking some of these okay, so I just read one of these. It's so funny. It says, she's tied it in her apron and she's thrown it in the sea. Says, sink ye, swim ye, bonny wee bee. You'll never get or marrow me. Oh man, that, okay, yeah, so I want that to to show on there. That's so funny. Okay, so what we can do then is, because I do want that part to show, is I'm going to just fold this up to that section like that, and then, you know, you can measure where you would like to have your pocket. And these here I just cut with the scissors. I didn't tear these. Surprise. So we'll probably do about there. Okay. Let's see if that fits on there. Okay. And so then we want to measure the bottom. So let's see. I think that would be good. So I'm just going to fold up and make a crease to cut. Or to, you know, tear off here, which I can do that. Okay, and so this would be here, like that. And so you would have the 1 and then the 2. Let's see, where's our time at? Okay, we still have time. So it'll be like that. And then we have to choose what we want to do with it. But I'm not going to do like I did the last time. I am going to decorate underneath of this, but first I am going to ink it up a little bit. So I don't forget. Because yes, I forget all the time to ink. Okay, so there's that. I'm not going to do this until this is on there. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do this. Because I didn't do this on the butterfly one, remember? I have to remember to ink what I put down too. And I do it just because, you know, it's in case something shows, even though some of it will get covered. If something peeks through, you know, I would like for it to be covered if I'm doing that type of project or what have you. Okay, so there's that part. Now we need to put some decorations on this one. So at the top, I was thinking of putting maybe something like this. It needs to go down enough so that when you open it or you use it, it doesn't, and that's not going to be wide enough. Okay, so, oh, how about the numbers? I do like those numbers. I think that might be okay. Maybe something different though. Give me just a second here to rummage. Because like I said, oh, that's not wide enough either. I've got some, well, that's wide. Let's see if that is wide enough there. I think that would work. Okay, let's do this one. Ink the top. I'm just going to go ahead and ink around it just in case some of it shows through. So we're going to put this in here like that. Yeah. And that's okay if a little bit of this side over here shows, because I was thinking of maybe putting some lace or fabric down that edge. I do want to sew that edging. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just glue this part down because it won't be on the edge, but I would still want it to be stuck down there. So let's do that really quick. Just like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be using music sheets and different ephemeras and things that I just have scraps of. So you might be seeing the same thing a few times, but that's all right. So let's put that there like that, maybe. And this time I do want to put a flower or something on the front. No, I need it to be blue. Because the background, I do have some of this blue. Got some of that blue. That's got blue in it. That'll fit on there. All right. We'll just do a little collaging here. Huh. let's put this over here. I know, I'm sitting here in my head going, don't forget to ink it, don't forget to ink it, don't forget to ink it. Might tuck a piece of that in there like that. Okay. Oh no, wait, this pocket's going on here, right? Yeah, so before we get ahead of ourselves, right? And then it won't fit. Well, it might fit that. Oh, does it really matter if it's sideways or not? I still think it looks kind of cool. Oh no. Okay. Anyways, let's just not do that, because it's just going to end up not looking very well anyways. And we'll tie this in with this, but since you can't see that, I am going to take some of that off. Put that like that so the blue comes through. Okay. We can always put maybe this up here to tie that in. I'm not sure yet. I'm just kind of laying stuff down. Okay, a little quicker there. Oh, looky. I have a bigger piece, which might go better. Not sure which one I want to use yet. Okay, so anyways, I need to move a little faster here, otherwise we are going to be out of time. We don't want that. Well, we could do like the other one maybe. Put that to the side. Oh, see, the fun thing about it is just, it's so pretty, isn't it? Well, maybe we should do, no, stay on track. Stay on track. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm at a loss at the moment here. Okay, so, I like that. I like the book pages. But I'm really thinking fabric for some reason right now. I'm really thinking, like putting some fabrics down there on some, oh, this is so pretty. Maybe doing the bottom in fabric. Well, that would be too heavy, I think. Just thinking here, guys, just thinking. You know, that's how we go, right? You've got an idea, and then it just doesn't look right, or it doesn't, you know, to you, it might look great to other people, but to you, when you're looking at it in your eye, you know, it doesn't look very good. So I'm thinking about doing maybe fabric down here, or lace, at this nice vintage lace that would go good with that too. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, guys. And do you know what I do when I can't think of anything? Anybody guess? Like I'm talking to you, like I can hear you talk back. Is I put it to the side and I leave it there, because if I don't and I sit here and think about it, I'm gonna drive myself nuts trying to do a video, right? And you guys are not gonna want to see me stumbling through my stuff and just taking up time and just at the end not doing anything, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do the right thing here, and I'm just gonna end it and just say, you know, I will think on that. But the next time I come back, we're gonna work maybe a bit in the altered book, and see what we can get done with that. Well, I thank you guys for coming around. I thank you guys for joining in on me. And even though we only got one finished, that's okay. That's completely okay. I'll see you soon. Have a good night. Bye-bye now.